Body goodness is in it for the long haul. Body passion is sporadic. Body goodness is in it to start off. The modes of material nature. It's also the moods of material nature. The mode is the mood. Your mood is your mode. Are you in the goodness mood? Are you in the passion mood? Are you in the goodness, happy and full of knowledge mood? And the grossest manifestation of the gross material nature is the weather. So if you're not affected by the weather, you're still happy when it's raining. And then you've at least achieved a rudimentary level of transcendence. If you can't even do that, I'm just trying to be happy when there's no blue sky. And you're not even off the ground. You're just completely affected by the rules of nature.
Yeah. Any tips for helping us to snap out of difficult mindsets you find yourselves in, or maybe struggling with having some sort of negative.
Always look on the right side of the light. But that takes a certain amount of control over the mind to do that. It's amazing that we're here, we're on a swastika, we're embarked now on an auspicious journey. The Thomas and Dasa turned back to Adhoksaja, Mr. Jason, Cancer, Helms, and Kara, and I, and Bhagavatam. We think we're ready of goodness by the Holy Providence, just so that we can accept him as captain of the ship. For those who desire to cross over this Adhoksaja carry, which deteriorates golden qualities of human beings. So here we are. We're a captain, we're on a ship, and we're sailing across. Isn't that exciting? Imagine being on a ship and you're going to go to Santa Fe, or somewhere around the park, and you're on a ship, all the time you're going, the paint's peeling off in my cabin, on the wall. Could be the toilet to go this morning. Then you're going to jump off. You're crazy? You're on the ship now. You just got to hang in there and it's going home. You got to stick with it, stay with it, and stay focused. And the captain of the ship, the guru, you have to come in contact with the guru as soon as possible. Take shelter with the guru. Because once we have the shelter with the guru, because sometimes you see the difference of devotee when he gets initiated. You can see that they're out there doing certain turn on the chanting. You can see there's a different energy there. They feel sheltered now. They feel that shelter. Otherwise, what's the point in doing it? Because it's only a formal thing. Srila Prabhupada, he took shelter. He didn't have to throw an honor in the fire. But for us, in the West, we identify a little bit with ritual. So you put the ring on a finger that kind of signifies something, rather than just hanging out with somebody for years. So you make that commitment, and then by that you get the shelter. And then because the spiritual master is the captain of the ship, he can guide us. It's interesting, Krishna says, if you don't hear me, you don't have a false ego, you'll be lost. So the hear me is through the guru. And so you may be thinking, oh, I'm totally Krishna conscious. I was looking at painting Krishna this morning for hours. I was chanting. I must be very Krishna conscious because I'm just looking at Krishna. But Krishna's saying, if you don't hear me, then you're actually not actually Krishna conscious. You're only Krishna conscious. And like Prabhupada's saying here in the Bhagavatam, that when you please Krishna, the simple endeavor involved in the devotional service of Shravan and Kirtan, of hearing and chanting, can make one successful in pleasing So, we're saying we have to be Krishna conscious, but what it really means is pleasing Krishna. You can't force Krishna. Be Krishna conscious. Unless Krishna is pleased, he'll make himself feel present. He will illuminate the heart. Keshavai Bhagavatam Bhagavatam. Ahamajnana. Vajpata. Jnana Dipena Vajpata. The glowing, the shining lamp of knowledge. Jnana Dipena. The shining lamp of knowledge. To show this special mercy, I bring out the shining lamp of knowledge in the heart. So how are you going to do that? Unless Krishna's pleased. You go for an operation at the NHS and he doesn't just fit a torch. You feel a bit of pride and just switch it on. Only a Krishna's pleased. You just hold that lamp up and it's like, wow. You see everything. And then all the fear goes, and you can see things clearly, there's no more fear.
I just read today morning to
Yeah.
that the spiritual master is also known as Mukunda Preshta, very dear to Lord Mukunda. So if we are able to please the spiritual master, then Krishna is automatically pleased.
If he's pleased, then you make advancement. If he's not pleased, and he's pleased by his cooperating. If you say, I'm really good Srila Prabhupada, just can't go on with the words in order to Srila Prabhupada.
How can we come in this mood of cooperating with the devotees around us if we have some problems with devotees, if we don't like something and
Well, discrimination needs to be there as well. You follow the line of authority. So if somebody's not an authority, then you can offer them respect in your mind. But you may not be practicing Krishna consciousness very seriously. You may not be up early following the principles, chanting, and on the program. So then Krishna you guys should really come on and show creating with the mind. If he's engaged in worshipping the deity, he's fixed up, he's poker, then down the bats to that devotee. We can actually do a physical. Not down the bats for the other one is just just being and then the one who's completely free of ability to criticize, that one. So we have to learn the art of association and the art of discriminating, which means that we have to become imaginers of this, and then the art of cooperation. You have to really imagine that. It's based upon what's pleasing me. So he's nice. He tells some really funny jokes. He's great. I like him. He's telling me that it's talking so special. How to be in general form of sleep. So condition is more based upon what's going to gratify the senses. So Majjhima Adhikari. And if you can't be Majjhima, if you want to tip how to become Majjhima Adhikari as quickly as possible, get this plan, you put it over your shoulder, and finish the part like folks, and walk up to somebody to excuse me. And just by doing that, you can shift you up into the Majjhima Adhikari platform. That's why marathons, there's on a marathon, you can stay in the Sankirtan spirit, even when you come back, it's just thinking about books. So you stay in that consciousness, and then when you look on the street, you can see that's a devotee, that's another devotee, he's envious, and there's that, and the Supreme Personality very big. So at least temporarily, while you're out there, you're shifted up into Majjhima Adhikari consciousness, and after you come back, and then eventually, after you've done that for a while, then you become a dramatic high consciousness, and then you can really operate consciously. You know how to encourage devotees, you know how to avoid the envious, and to see the hand of the Lord. You know, his face beneath his hand. This was because Krishna is making arrangements all the time for us, and we're not aware of it. I mean, philosophically, we can understand that that's what's going on. Krishna's putting you here with this group of devotees because he feels this is the best. He's the expectation of time and circumstance. So here you are, right now, in this converted bar on the hill of Mesmerigo, on a rainy day, with these devotees. So if you could see that that Krishna was arranged, then you'd be ecstatic. Wow, it's Krishna. He's giving me, oh, look at that, he's giving me a bit of paper to pick up. There's a bit of paper on the floor. Krishna's giving me this.
Thank you, Guru. Very nice answer. One more question, Guru. How should our behavior be with people who are not devout? We go in the town, we meet lots of people. Let's say not for book distribution, but for in general work or yeah, something. So, how should our behavior be with rest of the people and everybody?
I should be the perfect gentleman. Because preaching doesn't mean standing up on a pulpit and saying, the Lord said, and you, I used to be like you. I did. I know it's hard to believe, but I used to be a sinner like you. I was almost out of a job. I'm saying, now I'm with the Lord. And you can be on the Lord's side as well. You can be shaved by the Lord. And you can be bold again. Bold again. But that's not preaching. Preaching. Oh, I had this which happened the other day. And he was so nice. Oh, he's a Hare Krishna. Yes, he must be all right. Hare Krishna because he was he opened the door for the old lady. And he said, please and thank you. He was such a nice person. That's preaching. Yeah, so we have a kind of fanatical approach to Krishna consciousness in the beginning, tendency. People appreciate that. And we shouldn't really be judging anyway. If we get really into judging, we really get attached to it because we have a lot of standards. You can spend all day just judging people. Do you know what happens if you keep judging people? There's a chance you can come back to Yamaduta. Because that's what Yamadutas do. If they see what the person's done, and then they take them to Yamaraj and everyone says, okay, 10,000 years down there, I want on the copper planet for another 5,000 years. So we get into Yamaduta consciousness, you start thinking of all the different reformatory processes this person will need to go through to get to the standard that you feel you should be at.
So we see people who are judged in this life, Supreme Court, High Court, judges, so they become Yamadutas in next life.
Are you going to be pious as well? If you're eating hamburgers and then judging people, that's not going to get you far. You have to be qualified. Because that's quite by post to be able to do that, because the guru is a pure devotee, he's one of the Mahajans, so that's it's a privileged post to have. But for a devotee, he doesn't want to be in that consciousness, he wants to try and forgive and see the best of people, or at least be neutral. And try to get embroiled, because otherwise we become contaminated. by the very thing, because we're hating it so much. And then we have to think, well, why am I hating it so much? I find out that myself, I see it in them. And then there's a good chance that that's there. They say that if you want to forgive somebody, get someone to blame you and blame the person that you're trying to forgive, and explain to the person blaming you why you behaved the way you did. And then it gives you some insight and makes you realize that you probably done the same thing in the same circumstances. So that can help soften it. So you are not so, I would never have done that. That was totally despicable. It's risk. Never caught me ever even thinking of doing anything, doing it. It's terrible. It's like so self-righteous. Yeah.
Is it true that people's personalities don't have to just made up from the experiences they've had before? So really, unless somebody's had like an awakening experience from the Krishna consciousness or something, that they're really just acting out something in programming. So does that mean that it's kind of wrong? Not wrong, but like it's not helpful to judge somebody because they're not really in control of what they're doing. Just sort of acting out programmed behavior.
Well, if it's your position, if you're running a society or you have a position of leadership, then you have to say, call a spade, and say you in some way. But in order for society to run, then people have to see in general that these, the bad behavior is not rewarded as an incentive. Like the boy that got sentenced to death because he killed somebody, and his granny, he'd been adopted by his auntie actually, and his auntie never told him off. So he said he wanted to speak to his auntie before he got on the electric chair, and he said, "Come with me close and whisper in your ear." She came close and he just put her ear off. And she said, "Why didn't you do that?" He said, "Because you never told me off, and that's why I'm in the position I'm in." So we need to be sometimes rectified for our own good, and other people also need to be rectified, put on the straight and narrow. But if we're not leaders ourselves, then we can just report them. Jai. Iskam Guru ki.
Jai.
Shri Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Gaur Bhai.
Hari.
Adhoksaja Krishna Prabhu ki.
Jai.